Bretsky.
This is a game by Marcus.
This is a game by Warcus.
Oh, Warcus. Fuck. It is a W, isn't it?
It is the house of Necrosis. Woo. Spooky, scary. Here, you know what? I'll start from the beginning. Let's see. We're gonna do this and this, and then we'll do wah, wah, wah. And then it's gonna go peace out, Girl Scout. Later, homie. So this is House Necrosis. It's kind of like a mix of Resident Evil with the Mystery Dungeon games.
Okay.
And if you don't know Mystery Dungeon,
I do not.
It'll be easier to explain when I actually play, but basically they are a series of games where you are going through dungeons, collecting loot, and trying to find your way to the bottom. All the floors tend to be randomized, and you are essentially trying to use the loot that you get to find your way to the bottom. And in this particular game, the idea is that there are 20 floors of this mansion, and you are trying to get to the very bottom to escape. And there's several different hidden dungeons and things to find. This game is also a bit easier than they typically are. The item management that I'm doing here, usually you don't see that in Mystery Dungeon games. Mm-hmm. So this one does tend to fall more on like the easier side. The big thing though is that like all of your gear, it's got different stats to it. I am going to say up front, I am playing with a little bit of a busted character. We're going to go ahead and try to beat the game in a single run, which should be fairly easy because I have a ridiculously high protector on. I have a gun that's really fucking overpowered, and then an okay melee weapon, which we don't want to make this too much of a snoozer. But basically the like hub world plays like Resident Evil with the tank controls, but then the actual game, so it's all turn-based. Okay. And you're moving on a grid like this, and the floors are all randomized. You're able to look ahead. You can also kind of turn it around to get a better view, because the idea is that this is also a bit of a puzzle element to this, because you're trying to make sure that you don't get hit as much. I mean, like, one hit doesn't kill you or anything.
Sure.
But, yeah. And one of the big boosters that I have on this is that normally you can only attack with the tile that's like right in front of you unless you use your gun, which you can aim.
I gotcha.
But this one, I have the triad boost to it. So that red thing right there, it's going to hit the 3 tiles that are in front of me, which is going to let me kind of cheese a lot of things, I will admit. But that's like one of the many different things that you can do to like kind of put things in your favor.
Gotcha.
A little bit. And then each of these enemies have like different behaviors, so you kind of figure out how to like prioritize. And also when you can hit 3 at once, you know, it makes it easier.
Damn.
But you kind of figure out which one to prioritize and kill first, because like these guys on this very first floor, like they do a couple points of damage, even when you only have, or even when you don't have any kind of armor. But there's later ones that like they will poison you, they can hold you in place, burn you, cause bleeding, just various different things. And then some of them just hit really fucking hard. But we're just going to go through with my kind of cheesy build and hopefully get to the end, assuming I don't screw up. Because that's the one thing, is that even though I do have all this stuff, when you die, you lose everything that you have on you. And that includes your equipment.
Oh.
So that's the big thing here. I did have a rescue crystal that I used earlier. You can buy those ahead of time, and then if you want, you just fucking bail and take whatever you found back with you to the starting point. But then you have to start, you lose also all of your experience whenever you have to restart, either through dying or just, deciding to reset, basically. So when you use that rescue crystal, you get to hold on to all of the stuff that you have, but you don't get to keep your levels. So what you can do is once you cleared a floor, you get a key. And so you can actually, I could have started all the way on the 15th floor if we wanted to. That puts you at a disadvantage with, your level, but your equipment stats don't change. So if you're holding on to, the hard stuff that I am here, we could have started at the 15th floor and then proceeded to get to the 20th from there. So you don't have to start at floor 1 once you've cleared them. But we're doing that for just kind of completion's sake of this video or whatever.
Sure.
Yeah.
So where'd you hear about this game?
So that's the thing. I've got a few different, by the way, you'll pick up these serums, and without an encyclopedia, it doesn't tell you what they are. So the only way to find out is to either use an encyclopedia, which will tell you, this one heals you, this one makes you confused, this one's acid, this one's poison. The other way is to just try it and see what happens. That would happen to be an invisibility serum. So from now on, it will tell me that it's an invisibility serum.
Oh, okay.
But once you leave, all of those reset, and the colors aren't the same. This one might say that it's blue, but then the next time that I go in and I would try to use it, even though it says blue serum, it could be something completely different and hurt me.
Interesting.
So there's a lot of randomized elements in this, and there always is in Mystery Dungeon games, and it's figuring out how to kind of work around what it gives you.
Sure. Essentially.
But the way that I found out about this game, because I had never heard of it, is I'm in a shared family library thing on Steam, and this popped up, and literally just the little thumbnail with this chick who she does not have a name as far as I know. With her and one of the creepy zombie guys, and I had no clue what it was. All I saw is that it looked like a PlayStation 1 game, and that was enough for me to be I'll download it and see what the hell this is.
Sure.
And then when I realized it was this, it was okay, yeah, I'll try it. I liked Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. That's the easiest one ever. And this game is really fun, and I'd probably call it the second easiest Mystery Dungeon game ever, because if I can finish it, then it clearly is not nearly as hardcore as other Mystery Dungeon games, because usually you don't have a way to any kind of way whatsoever to save the stuff that you got, and normally there's no way to bail. You just play till you get killed, and then you start with nothing again, and you go back to the beginning. This game definitely makes it so you can manipulate a lot of things in your favor.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, she definitely, I could tell from the title card, definitely kind of a Jill Valentine, maybe even a little Iabrea, all that PS1 generation survival horror heroine type gals. And I agree with you. I probably, if I saw that thumbnail, I'd be yeah, I'm gonna try this. Oh, you can drop your items.
Yeah, the item and inventory management is a huge part of this game, which makes sense because that's a huge part of Resident Evil.
Yeah. Well, this is almost more, because that was in, I think, Resident Evil 0 when they implemented that, where you can just throw your shit on the floor.
Yeah.
And it stays in that room. Did you ever play 0? I never did.
I still haven't, and I really need to, because I've played so many of those others.
Well, maybe
1, 2, 3. One of the main reasons why I haven't now, though, is because I really like the remake of 2, and even though it was flawed, I like the remake of 3. So I figured, hey, makes sense. They'll do 0 next. And maybe they are, but I haven't heard anything. Also,
I don't know.
There's it'll go 4 floors, and on the 4th floor there is a boss, and then the 5th one is like a safe house area, and this is the very first boss, and he's somewhat like reminiscent of like Mr. X and stuff.
Yeah, kind of. He actually almost looks like I think it's like the first or second boss in House of the Dead.
He's supposed to be a lot harder, and he usually is, but we're so like...
He got them weapons.
We're so specced out.
Is that he has like armor on, and you like shoot it off, and then
I know,
like,
yeah,
peel away his skin too.
Yeah,
that's what he reminded me kind of that guy.
That makes sense.
That was a fun playthrough. Did we do that just on a stream, or did we record?
It was on a stream, yeah. Okay. And I think when we did, we were also using controllers.
Probably
because we have
there's no way to do light guns. Yeah.
I have been brainstorming on that a little bit, and I am waiting on a package from a pal, and it has
package pal.
Yeah. Well, it's got a AV to HDMI converter on it, and I have been thinking if I can get it to work, we could potentially use like an old CRT to play the game, and then hook the system up through like a DVD or VHS player, if I can locate one.
I have a DVD player. Like a small one that I could just bring over.
Well, so the key would be like getting the Saturn to the either DVD, VHS, or whatever player. Mm-hmm. And then you know how like used to back in the day, they would have outputs for AV and also coaxial?
Yeah.
The TV that I have can do coaxial, so it could be like that would be the TV that we use, and we're able to like display it on there, and it works perfect. Yeah. But then using the other AV, which can hook up to a second screen, that going to the converter, and then the converter going to the capture card, and possibly working. Okay. I don't know if any of this will work. It's very pie in the sky and probably won't.
Well, you know.
But I want to try.
Yeah, try it.
I want to try.
Yeah, try it.
Just to know. Yeah, we don't need all that crap. I have an idea. Let's leave. Let's leave. I said, let's leave.
Are you like, yeah, there you go. I was like, are you going in a...
Yeah, there's like traps and stuff you can
here?
set on, and I accidentally stepped on a trap that like teleports you. Basically, I'm doing this run and getting a bunch of just crap that I know I will not need to use.
Yeah.
But I'm getting all that stuff so I can eventually sell it and then get better things so I can do the harder dungeons. I don't know if that's the strategy that they intend for you to use, but damn it, it's the one that I'm using.
Sure.
And I got a shitload of ammo and a shitload of herbs.
Herbs? Peaches?
I guess herbs would make more sense than herbs, but whatever.
Peaches
and, yeah, so this is also... So when you skip, it would skip me right to here, and then if I wanted to skip some more, like from floor 5 to floor 10, I could take this right here, and then there's another skip from floor 10 to floor 15.
Oh.
So like it has more, it's more forgiving than a lot of like roguelike games or even mystery dungeon games tend to be. And I do appreciate that. There is definitely like a learning curve to it, and I will say part of why I'm doing, I will say I'm doing decent. Doing pretty decent. Is because like once you kind of figure out some of the like mechanics and ways to really manipulate the game.
Oh, it wears off.
Yeah. I technically have blue herbs that I should be using when I get poisoned, but usually don't.
I've been meaning to ask you this, and I'm sure I could read on Wikipedia or whatever, but I'm here with my pal, so I'm going to ask you. So what exactly constitutes a roguelike? And how is it different from just like a regular, like, I guess like hack and slash or whatever?
So with roguelikes, the idea is that it will be different every time, and there may not be I guess one way that you could describe it is that, like, there is a linear sense of progression, but there is not a consistent linear progression. Like, say earlier when we were playing Daytona, the track was always the same, which is part of why we could get used to it and, like, do the challenge mode and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Well, so in a roguelike, you're not going to get that kind of deal. Like, you might see some things that repeat, but the idea is that it will be different every time, and your skill, like getting better at the game, is literally just that. You can't, like, there's not going to be something that you can just memorize to get better. The idea of there being a level of randomization and basically being different every time you play it, different in quotation marks.
Okay.
I feel like after a fucking decade of these goddamn games, they're starting to get at a place where I can actually enjoy some of them.
Because, like, yeah, give me an example of... I think, like, nowadays, all I think of is Hades when people say roguelikes. But, like, what's an example of, like, the earliest roguelikes? Like, the first Gauntlet games?
No.
Oh, not even that.
The very first one is Rogue.
It's called Rogue.
That's why it's roguelike.
That makes sense.
Like, I didn't realize that at first, but it's, like, a super, super early, old, like, PC game. And when I say old, I mean, like, all of the, like, characters and sprites on it, if I remember correctly, are literally just, like...
Squares?
The @ symbol.
Oh, yeah.
Like, nice. It literally has to use text for all the different, like, imagery and stuff. And I don't mean, like, oh, it's describing it. Like, no, literally, like, here's a bad guy, and it's, like, a Q.
Yeah.
And that kind of set the stage of, like, the levels being different each time, that sort of thing.
Okay.
And then that's been iterated on a fuckload, especially in the last 15 years.
Yeah. Because then, would you consider... is Travis Strikes Back considered a roguelike?
Nah.
It's not? Okay.
Nah.
But it looks like visually... Because roguelikes kind of do that thing, right? Where it's like... not quite top-down, but almost like isometric top-down.
Sometimes, but another game we may be playing later, like Mad Jack Mullet.
Yeah.
That's also a roguelike, but it's first person.
Oh.
So it's less of like this is a specific type of game and more of like this is a specific set of rules.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
That makes more sense.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So Gauntlet Legends is not actually a roguelike at all?
No.
Okay. I don't know why, just because of how it looks, I thought it was.
No, that's fair. That's totally fair.
Or like there's a newer Ninja Turtles game that's a roguelike.
Yeah, Splintered Fates.
Style,
that actually is a roguelike.
Got it.
Although from what I understand, it's almost like very distinctly Hades, but making a point to be TMNT. Well, not making a point. No shit. I think of a better way to put this. I don't know. I still haven't played it myself, and I don't know if I really have the interest to. But essentially, it is like Hades, but with TMNT paint on top.
Sure.
Shit.
Have you played Hades? Either one?
I played the first one because Jackson actually got it for me for my birthday one year.
He loves that game.
He does. I never beat it. The story to it is really cool, and the way that you see the story is through fucking losing, because most of the cutscenes and stuff are from him returning and being like, fuck, I lost, and then everybody there is just kind of like, hey, you fucking lost.
Nice.
And then one of the ways that they really kind of fuck with you in that game, spoilers, is you very much get used to fighting the very first boss. And the game recognizes, both in the cutscenes and the actual gameplay itself, when you've hit a point where you can dust her a little too easy.
Yeah.
And it becomes part of the story that, like, you've beaten her way too many times. She basically gets fucking demoted from her job, and then the first boss suddenly becomes way fucking harder. Because it essentially gets replaced with, like, a harder version of her, and suddenly you're not breezing through it as quick. And there's, like, literally a cutscene, or I know there's more, because I think there's, like, a whole romance with this character, and I didn't get far enough to see it.
Yeah.
But I do remember the cutscene where she's literally bitching at you, like, you cost me my job. You keep trying to leave hell, and because I'm the first one you run into, like, you always fucking manage to take me out, and that's become a problem. And so now I'm here, and, like, my much worse sister has taken over, so good fucking job, fuck you.
Nice.
Not exactly those exact words. It's written much smarter than that.
Oh, yeah, I get it.
But point being,
it's not what you're stepping in.
Yeah.
Speaking of hell, we also need to fucking play that Shadows of the Damned game. I think we talked about it before. Yes.
The problem is that every time I hear that, I have to take a pause like I just did and realize that you're talking about the Suda 51 game, which I haven't played, but I have always heard good things about.
Yeah.
And you're not talking about the fucking acclaimed game, Shadow Man. But for some reason, that's what I...
Yeah.
Oh, bro.
Shadow Man?
I'm going to be straight with you. I don't know shit about it, but I want you to look up that box right now, because that's all I know about it. And to be fair, I feel like that's all you need to know about it.
Sure.
Like, you look at that box art once and you're like, oh, that's the Shadow Man.
N64?
Yep. I'm waiting because I want to hear your reaction. I know as soon as you see it, you're going to be like, that's the Shadow Man.
Vin Diesel?
Right? Doesn't it look like Vin Diesel?
Kind of.
That's the Shadow Man.
Shadow Man.
That's the Shadow Man. I have no idea if he actually is the Shadow Man. I don't know fucking anything about that game.
Okay, well, we're going to play Shadow Man and Shadows of the Damned.
Because I remember seeing it.
In the same, like, back-to-back episodes.
I remember seeing it all the time.
What's another game that has shadows in it?
Shadow the Hedgehog?
Oh my god, let's do it! Let's do it. Let's do the Shadow Month. Fuck yeah. And let's do it for February, because that's like the love month, and we'll do the opposite. The edgy, this is gaming for edgy single men.
No. No.
Yeah, incels, yeah.
No, I see that I'm not against making fun of incels, but that almost seems too easy. We should be celebrating Pat Benatar and Shadows of the Night.
Ooh, okay, all right, I got that.
But that could be, here we're workshopping it live. Like Courtney said, she was like, "Oh, you mean incels?" Like, hey, you know what?
There's a Dreamcast version for Shadow.
Yes,
Man.
there is.
Let me pick out all the games. It's my birthday.
No, because you're not even on the microphone.
I do have a cable, so you can be on for episodes in the future. That'll be a lot easier.
That's true.
She is here.
She is here.
She is the moment.
We could do it so that
Man, this game is just the color brown.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Just the color brown, dude. This is gross.
I don't know anything about. I vaguely want to say I've seen like a couple screenshots or a bit of video a time or two, and it looks kind of more like Tomb Raider than anything else, which would make sense given when it came out. But
I guess that's what it is.
It used to be at the rental store all the time, and I would always see it and not really know what to think. I never had any interest in it. It was never like a, whoa, that looks cool. It was always just like a, there's the Shadow Man.
The Shadow Man.
That's the Shadow Man. That's him. That's the Shadow Man. He's right there.
Because, Shadow the Hedgehog was one that I still have also not played.
Oh, then we are definitely playing it, bro.
Yeah,
dude. Because that game is just like, why is this broken? Why is this broken? Why is this broken? These are all things that have never been broken in Sonic before. Why are they broken now? Mainly the fucking homing attack that just gets you fucking killed.
I mean, it can get you killed in Heroes pretty easily as well.
See, that's the thing, though. It worked good in Sonic Adventure 1 and 2.
Perfect. Well, not perfect, but very well.
In Heroes, something about it became a lot more unwieldy.
Yeah.
So Shadow, it's even worse than Heroes.
Awesome.
Yeah, like you got to be real fucking careful because there's times that he'll start trying to homing attack something. And you know how in like Heroes, if they can't hit the actual target, they'll just sit there and circle around it before finally giving up?
Yeah, or when you do Sonic's fucking square attack or whatever it is like tumble kick thing.
Yes.
And it just jettisons you off the fucking edge of the goddamn level.
So that's what basically will happen with the homing attack.
Nice.
Is you'll do that, he'll like flutter around and then fling himself off into nowhere because all the levels, most of the levels are typically just fucking they are like straight lines over giant empty pits, which is a lot of 3D Sonic, admittedly, especially from that time. But like that makes it super fucking easy that whenever he goes flying in some opposite direction that you want him to just fucking drop and get killed. And it's really, really annoying.
Are they still? Is the rumor mill still open that they're gonna remake Heroes?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think that kind of came and went. There's been rumors that they'd remake Heroes. There's been rumors that they'd remake Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 and then do Adventure 3. There's all kinds of stuff.
Man. I don't know. I don't know where the speculation all comes from.
I don't know why people want remakes so bad.
Same.
Like,
thank you. I'm
if you want a port of those games, fine, I get it.
Sure.
But like
do a an HD port or whatever, which honestly I think that's worse.
Even then, I don't even know.
Those usually look shittier.
Well, especially with like Sonic Adventure. Holy shit. Like default Sonic Adventure DX, especially the further away you get from the releases from the original Dreamcast one, like they get worse and worse and worse. Like,
dude, the Dreamcast one is fucking solid, and I know that I think whatever people had I think they like the character models of DX more just because it,
I don't think so.
Is more whatever, but I like the kind of it's again it's stylized or whatever, but I don't know. I think it's charming.
The only thing that DX did better, and I don't even know if I necessarily think it's better, but like his hands in the original are just blocks with lines drawn to separate his fingers. It wasn't until Adventure 2 that they like had his fingers, or any character's fingers for that matter, like separate. DX, they have him separated from the beginning. He has like a proper hand model, but That's a really tiny detail, and to be honest, I think the lines are a lot more charming anyway. So
Sure.
DX, they broke the lighting on a lot of things, and so there's just like very basic areas that
A
look
lot
like
of fucking enemies
fucking
just
shit.
piling all in the corner here. Yeah, dude, it's crazy to think of how much improvement there was from Adventure 1 to Adventure 2 on just the Dreamcast. Like, the models on Adventure 2 on the Dreamcast are fucking really good. This little parasite thing looks like one of those cream puffs.
It really does. But yeah, no, it is crazy because it's like Sonic Adventure was like the release title for the Dreamcast, and you can really see where they were like learning the new technology and how to make it look good and everything. And then you get to Adventure 2 and it's like that's where they had mastered it.
Yeah.
And it looks real, like the leap is crazy. But like even on GameCube with like DX, there was beyond just like the issues with lighting and shit like that. I don't like how shiny everybody looks, Sonic especially.
On DX?
Yes,
Yeah.
very specifically
Sure.
DX. Everybody looks like they just got out of a pool.
Yeah, and they didn't... Smartly so, they did not do that with Adventure 2 Battle.
Which is ironic because Adventure 2 Battle came first.
Right. But maybe I guess that was maybe just an instance of like, hey, we're gonna pretty much just quickly get this over to the GameCube.
Oh yeah, because it was 8 months after it came out on Dreamcast.
Right, versus DX, they were like, well, now we know this will succeed on the GameCube. Let's do like a, quote unquote proper remaster, update the graphics and all that stuff.
There we go.
But yeah, Shadow the Hedgehog uses... I mean, it still uses the Heroes engine, though, right?
I think so.
Because it's the same Shadow model, at least, and Sonic.
Or at least they animate the fucking same.
Yes.
'Cause that's the other thing,
And they
too.
both
They're
had
like
that...
super floppy back then.
Yeah, and the like plasticine wax look.
Yep.
Which I don't like.
No, I don't either. I
don't even really think I liked it when I first played Heroes. I liked Heroes when I played it, but I remember never really I was always like, I don't like these models as much as Adventure. Adventure 2, to be clear. I think maybe that was it too. I feel like it made them feel too kiddie. It felt like it dumbed them down a little bit. That like aesthetic. I hate to use the word, they were more, edgy and dark and gritty in SA2, but they just carried more mature. And I get it too that like just the story in general had a little bit more, weightiness than the more camp that Heroes had. So maybe that's where my association comes from. But I do think that just the visual of them being kind of like waxy and whatever, in my mind, made me think they're a little bit more Saturday morning cartoon.
see the irony is that I personally would have preferred that they had leaned into a different like aesthetic where they had maybe changed to be more kiddie or something like that, because I think the plasticky look, like, it's a video game, of course it's fucking fake, but I wouldn't say that it made it look more kiddie. You know what I think it is? And this might not make sense, but bear with me.
I'll bear with you. I'll polar with you even.
I think it may have made it look cheap.
Yeah, sure.
Like as if the video game I was playing was made with cheap toys instead of, which I don't know. I don't. There was just something about it that, like, because you're right, that plasticky look. It just, I wasn't a fan of it either.
Yeah, it was always,
and I'm not upset to see it go. But at the same time, I'm not advocating for, like, it works in the movie, but that is not what I would have, like, wanted them to do all along. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like that, like, super furry textures.
Sure.
And not like because they're literally animals. So when I say furry, I'm not like, you know, talking about DeviantArt or whatever.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
The like like you can physically you can actually see like individual strands.
Yeah, like don't need that. It's almost the direction they went with 06 though.
You can kind of see it, yeah.
I think if they like could have, that's probably what they would have done.
Yeah,
but
I think you're right. And you get glimpses of it in like Frontiers.
Shit. There we go.
I think there's like no, he does. Yeah, he's got, especially in like some of the cutscenes, you can see some like texture on him that's more defined fur.
And that I'm okay with, like the quills kind of having like a little bit of like a run through because he doesn't look all plasticky.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that's kind of where I land on it.
Sure.
Yeah, I going back a little bit. I've been expecting them to remake Resident Evil 0 because that just makes sense, and it wasn't bad, but like I'm still fucking confused by that Resident Evil 4 remake. Like, obviously, from a business standpoint, it was fine.
Oh, yeah.
Because they fucking made tons of money off of it and everything. And as a business move, it was probably the right call. But I'm still like... I just...
Yeah, I do think that 0 probably stands to gain a lot from a remake of that caliber nowadays. And probably even Code Veronica, too.
Code Veronica would be another one that I'd be okay with getting a remake, because that's another one that I haven't played yet.
Yeah. I have it on my 360, but I did not get very far in it. But yeah, I like, yeah, you got to take those ones that, like, didn't really get the love and attention versus the one that's literally on every fucking console. If your game was on the N-Gage, I don't think it needs to be remade.
If your game is responsible for revolutionizing the entirety of video games, I don't think it probably needs to be remade.
Right. It was a remake based on its own, on the very thing that the original did.
Like, literally
the whole over-the-shoulder action fucking genre thing.
The only difference is that like gameplay, like, yeah, there's slightly more differences than this, but I mean,
yes, you can parry now.
Well, like the actual like aiming and shooting is now more akin to what we have with modern games, but like, did it really need to have that, you know?
Yeah, and I know I've heard, you know, both sides of the aisle on it, where it's like, is it more fun? No, but is it less fun? No, as well. They're both enjoyable.
It's not as cheesy though, and that does get a huge mark against it.
Yeah,
like there's a level of cheese, but like, compared to the original, it does not lean into it as much as I'd hoped.
No thanks.
I thought it was kind of going to, but it really doesn't.
He gets a couple lines.
He does. No, there's definitely still some lines in there. There's still some goofy stuff. But the for me, because here's the thing. I hadn't played Resident Evil 4 for a really long time. And Mr. Bretsky was like, you need to fucking play this game. And I kept telling him, yeah, I'll do it eventually. And finally there was one day, like fucking 3-4 years ago, Brett went, here's my Switch. You are going to play Resident Evil 4 and then you'll give it back to me. And I went, nah, bro, we'll just play it together. And he went, no. I'm not playing my Switch right now. And I want you to finish Resident Evil 4. And then you give it back to me. Because Mr. Bretsky is smart, and he knew goddamn well that if I had his Switch, I would not want to sit on it. I would want to finish that game and return it to him, which is exactly what fucking happened. So, I did finish all of it, but the moment that I was like, damn, this shit is really corny in the best way possible, is when the fucking little Napoleon guy, he's doing his whole like speech over the comms.
Yeah.
And Leon's got this stupid look on his face the entire time, and then his only response is like, looks like I'm going to take you down a couple inches. Because he's like short.
Yeah.
And that's where I was like, yeah, no, this is a good video game. It was pretty great.
This is pretty fantastic.
It was pretty good. Pretty great.
Yeah, I will say a big miss, because they kept Salazar pretty goofy in the remake. I think Sadler's a little bit too serious.
Oh, he's a major downgrade.
I love OG Sadler. Can't remember the name. A senior moment, perhaps.
Yeah.
That shit's so fucking funny, man. Like, he's a proper, like, fucking over-the-top 80s movie villain. Like, he reveals the plot and, like, tricks you, has the upper hand the majority of the time, and never lets you forget about it. It's so great. It's absolutely fucking incredible. Is this like a mirror person?
No, when
you.
they're red, that means they are foul, which is like upgraded, so they'll hit a lot fucking harder.
So it's basically a Crimson Head from the RE1 remake.
No, because every enemy, if you can get them to attack and kill another enemy, they have a foul state. And then if you get them to kill something in a foul state, they become a Necrosis version, which is blue instead of red.
Oh.
I don't know if there's something above that, because I have not seen it yet.
Can't see it.
But sometimes the foul ones will just appear on their own without having killed anything. And one of the big issues with that, with that particular enemy, is that once it attacks you, then the second time it attacks, it hits twice. And then the third time, it hits 3 times, and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
And when he's foul, he hits way fucking harder. So it's not good to just engage him head on if you don't have a powerful enough weapon to 1 or 2 shot him.
Gotcha.
And I've got this stupid OP gun.
Big damage. That's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage.
Okay, I wanted to talk to you about this.
Shit.
This must be the boss.
Yes, it is.
Oh yeah, it says on the side. Stupid. All right, I'll let you focus while.
There we go. Okay, no, we're good now. What's up?
Oh shit, there's 4. So I told you that I ended up picking up No More Heroes 1.
Right.
Been bouncing back and forth between that and another game that I got for cheap on my Switch. Where am I at on No More Heroes 1? What was the last boss I fought? I'm not super far at by any means, but I think I beat the samurai girl.
Oh, fuck, why am I... Shinobi. Or Shinobu.
Yeah, I think that's right.
You did beat her though,
I beat her.
because she's one of like the harder fights in the game. So if you beat her, then you're fucking.
Oh,
good.
really?
I would
mean,
say
she
so.
gave me a little bit of trouble, but I did all right. And then I'm trying to remember if I fought the person after her. I don't remember who it is, though. I don't know if you do. Oh, no, I did. The movie set superhero guy.
Yep.
I think he was
I
the
couldn't
last one
remember
fought.
if he was after her. Or
I thought he was tougher than her.
If it was there's another one though. I think after him, and I wasn't sure if it was that guy. Basically, I'm just trying not to fucking spoil the game for
That's
you.
fine,
Is what I'm
that's
saying.
fine.
Because
I
the
think
one
it
that's
was
after
him.
her or after that one, it's pretty great.
Perfect.
That's all I want to say.
I mean that the cutscenes of the movie superhero guy was fantastic, and when Travis just fucking slices him in two was pretty fucking great. Yeah, super fun game. I love that I can just like pick it up at any moment and not have to relearn an entire gaming control ecosystem.
Yeah.
It's fucking amazing for that reason. There's a lot of good reasons that it's really fun and really good. And I think I told you this, where I was like almost a little concerned when the first cutscene happened, just like the intro of the game, and it was like that almost Deadpool-y super meta sense of humor where he's like, I'm in the video game and all that kind of stuff. And I was like, fuck, I'm gonna hate this, aren't I? But then it kept going, and like all the other cutscenes are actually like just pertinent to the game.
Yeah.
And you don't have that meta thing anymore. And I was like, okay, I'm fine with this now.
Yeah, in the first game, it's really only that beginning part.
Yeah.
Number 2 has a little more of that, but really not, because there's still plenty of humor, but the story is like way more fucking serious.
Yeah. You like the second one? You just don't like Travis Strikes Back?
Travis Strikes Back is the only one that I'm a little like on.
Which is like it's considered a side game, right?
Yes.
Because we played No More Heroes 3.
Yes, and I love No More Heroes 3 for the faults that it does have, and I will admit it does have faults, but I do really love that game.
What would you consider the faults?
So one of the biggest things that people do not like about that game is how
People or you?
Well, I say people because I love how repetitive it is.
Okay.
A lot of people do not like how it is just, and most of it is just getting in an arena and you fight. And
I mean, that's basically what the first one is too, though. I know it's got the side quests. But
well, there's actual levels, right? In the first two, and even Travis Strikes Back.
Yeah.
Like before you fight a boss.
Yes.
There are no levels in 3.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean.
When you go to fight a boss,
you don't fight
you just immediately go and you fight that boss. So when you do fight like little henchmen and shit, you are literally driving to somewhere on the map. Here's a fight. The fight starts. You're going to go through either waves of enemies or a certain amount of enemies. It's just going to be in this one thing. There's really not going to be much of a gimmick, if any kind of gimmick at all, because the gimmicks are pretty much kept to like the actual different enemies that you fight, rather than something with like the environment. Because like you compare to the first level in No More Heroes, and it's basically a tutorial level, but it's straightforward. And you go through the mansion and you go fight the boss. But then you get to the second one where you got to fight Dr. Peace. And he's in a baseball stadium. So you have all these different baseball guys that you got to fight.
Yeah.
And there's little like batting mini games where the better you do, the more guys you kill, and then you don't have to actually fight them. Little just different things to give a level of variety.
Okay, I see what you mean.
And that is not present whatsoever in No More Heroes 3. You're also not fighting humans. You're fighting aliens. The only reason that I say this, and it's a little sadistic, I will admit that. I promise I'm okay. But one thing that I've always kind of appreciated in No More Heroes is the sound design. Especially when you kill an enemy, the way that they will talk all kinds of shit, especially when they hit you or you first walk up.
Yeah.
But then once you finish them, there's that, nah, mommy. Aliens don't do that.
Gotcha.
There's none of that with the aliens. They are all always silent. You might hear like a thing, but it's not even like oh, they're trying to do like their alien language or something. No, you don't really have that.
Gotcha.
There are a couple, I want to say, a couple of the bosses in No More Heroes 3 that are humans, but not that it really makes much of a difference. But that's kind of it. You have these kind of big areas that don't have too much in them, and you just drive around and you Akira slide all over the place, and essentially just try to fight everything to get your money up and whatever other shit you got to collect. I personally, because it's different than all of the other games, not like totally foreign, but the fighting in 3 is really tightened up.
Mm-hmm.
And it brings in a few things from Travis Strikes Back as well. And the way that it all coalesces, I just really fucking love that fighting system in 3. And I'm totally cool with the idea of go to a location and beat the shit out of things with this badass fucking system.
Mm-hmm.
That I'm totally cool with that. However, I can absolutely understand why someone would play No More Heroes 3 and be like, what the fuck is this? Like, you are literally, because JT, that was his reaction. He didn't like it because that's all you fucking did is go to location, fight the same enemies essentially the whole game, and then occasionally you will get a boss who is also in an arena and will maybe have some level of a gimmick to it, but
and I'm so
that's kind of it.
Surprised by that because he loves Musos and Musos don't have plot.
I guarantee you he would argue with you on that.
I know he would.
But I'm mostly with you there. Because I played Musos. I know they have plots, but do you want me to recount them? Because I fucking can't.
Right.
All I know is that there's people that showed up, and we don't like those people,
it's huge
so we're going to
hordes of
fight those
fight
people.
'em. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, what?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's just an interesting take from our boy.
For sure. But, yeah, no, I really like No More Heroes 3. I like the plot. I do think the ending, and it's kind of on purpose, is sort of stupid. Ooh, that was close. I won't reveal what it is, but at the same time,
We're out of ammo.
I also don't think it's totally fair for me to be like, it sucks, because one, I don't think it sucks, and two, No More Heroes games purposely kind of have fucky endings on, like, just to be a dick.
Oh yeah,
basically, to try to not take things too terribly seriously.
Yeah, you gotta take the piss.
Yeah. And that the ending to 3 is no different.
Gotcha. Well, I'll let you know what I think when I get to the end of 1. Are they gonna explode?
That one is.
So you're trying to figure out.
There we go.
Ah, there you go. Nice.
Usually I have a weapon that's so strong that I can just, like, 2-shot them, and that
Before they
explosion
explode.
doesn't matter, but this one's a little weak, so I don't want to... I'm also not playing as smart as I could or should be.
Yeah, you know. So I've been bouncing back and forth between that with No More Heroes 1, which I very thoroughly enjoy. It's just a matter of getting the time to play it. And then this other game, which is taking away time from No More Heroes. And it's weird because I like it and I don't at the same time.
Okay.
I picked up this game because it was just one of those things where it kind of caught my eye, and I like the idea of making a custom character, and just another kind of hack and slash game that I can jump into at any given time. But it's called God Eater 3. Have you heard of it?
I've heard of God Eater. I've never actually played it, though.
Yeah. So I think a lot of people compare them to Monster Hunter.
Mm-hmm.
I have no
frame of reference
for that, so I couldn't tell you one way or the other. But I think because you're fighting typically very large monsters with oversized weapons, is like the main comparison kind of thing.
Right.
So I got this game for very cheap, and just have been kind of like fucking around with it. There is a story. It's really dumb.
Fair.
And I'll say this much too. The thing that I think is the dumbest part, like whatever, it's like post-apocalyptic world. There's these big monsters that they're overthrowing, so we gotta get on our giant ship, which is also our home, and all these outlaws that have a superpower to be able to wield these weapons to fight this particular animal creature thing is what we have to do, and the whole world's covered in ashes. Okay, got it. Thanks. I think you got all the tropes. So there's that, and like the story itself is not compelling to me. The thing that I think is the worst offender about the quote-unquote cutscenes in the story, though, is that the story, the dialogue is so fucking poorly written. It's just a way to explain the game. And it's not even subtle.
Right.
Like, everything is like, yeah, what are they called? The Ashborn or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
The Ashborn are slowly invading the ship. It's because we didn't use enough of the triangle attack on the last outing that we did. So now on this field mission, we got to make sure we practice our triangle attack. They're not literally saying triangle attack, but they're saying the mechanic that triangle attack is.
Okay.
And it's bad. It's just really bad. And I just fucking zone out when cutscenes happen. I just play the game just to play the game, and I don't give a fuck about the story.
See, I was
So
thinking
bad.
that you were kind of referring to it in the same way that like Metal Gear Solid does it.
Yes.
Where it's like push the action button.
But that's clever.
I
Yeah.
respect that more than just like what you're kind of describing.
Yeah. And I've seen other games that kind of do that, and it's like fucking the Tony Hawk games are great. Like, do a Smith grind to complete this objective, like that kind of thing. No, this is like they think, and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the writing staff knew what they were delivering was just fucking hot garbage because who cares about story in video games anymore or something? I don't know.
Also
yeah.
translating it too, because
maybe whatever. Yeah, maybe it is a translation thing. Although I've played plenty of games that have been translated and have a proper story, as opposed to just literally dumbing down the game mechanics, but into the plot, and it's fucking bad. There's no other way to put it. But I find myself enjoying the gameplay. So that's why I say I love it, but I don't love it. I enjoy it, but I also kind of hate it. And in a weird way, I'm addicted to it. And that's what, like, I'll play a little bit of No More Heroes and then a little bit of that. And I wish I just played No More Heroes, but I'm it's like, you know, junk food. You know you're not supposed to eat it, but you can't help it. Tastes so good, even though you know you're going to feel like shit.
It almost kind of sounds like what I was talking about earlier about, like, finishing shit out of spite. It's not the exact same thing, but almost.
No, it's definitely that. It's definitely, like, I'm trying to see this through. And then once, like, because there's a bunch of side quests and stuff available every time, I'm like, nah, I'm just going to fucking get through this story, and then I'll probably be done with this game. And for $7, I ain't mad about it. It's already paid for itself with the amount of time I've invested in it.
Oh, yeah.
And same, No More Heroes was actually pretty cheap, too. I think I got it for like $15. Well worth it, though.
Oh, for sure.
For as much as I've enjoyed that. And the fact that I can just pick it up. I think that's the problem, though, too, with this one. The fact that I kind of have to keep up with this one because the battle system is a little bit more
involved.
It's not the worst. I've definitely played more that are so much more convoluted. This one is still a simple enough hack and slash with a couple nuances. You can use, so your weapon can be either a melee weapon. Oh, that's a lot. It's a monster house. They did the house. They did the monster house. It's just a house.
Okay.
Is that what the trap was? It created the monster house?
Yeah.
Is that just an instant death, or can you fight your way through it?
Oh, I accidentally stepped on another trap that warped me out of it.
Oh, gotcha. I thought you used an item to warp out.
So one thing that I haven't talked about that's in this game are spells that you can unlock, and you can use them once per run. And I have 26 of 37, and once you learn them, you get them permanently. So we're just gonna abuse some of these here.
Oh, sick.
They're not confused no mo.
No more confused.
So now we will do. No, we definitely don't want to use that. Yeah, let's do this. This will be fun.
Turn wall of stone.
Yeah, and then we'll just smack them. You are dead. Not big surprise.
Oh man, I was kind of hoping he'd just like disintegrate.
So that's what I was talking about right there with the, yeah, there it goes. Uh-oh. This could be a problem. Confuse you. Confuse again. Confuse again. Yay.
Man, I think that's in... I think it's Final Fantasy X, where if your character gets petrified and the enemy attacks your petrified party member, they just disintegrate and like are gone for the rest of the battle.
Damn.
Like they're not, you don't even get an icon anymore. And I'm like, that's fucking brutal.
So can they like wipe your party doing that then?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking annoying.
Yeah. Because I think it was I think it's that fucking dragon worm thing when you fight it outside the ship.
That's the sound of the police.
Whoop, whoop.
That's the sound of the police.
That's the sound of the beast. Oh, shit, you warped.
Heck.
Oh, that was a scientist. Mr. Scientist. Get her done.
Oh, Black Betty,
Oh,
bam,
shit.
bam. Oh.
Whoa, Black Betty. Ambulance. I was actually going through our channel a couple days ago because I was curious about No More Heroes 3. And instead of giving some rando person a view, I was like, I know a channel that played that game. So, yeah, my narcissism snuck up and said, let's go watch myself and my buddy Carson play this game.
Aww.
So I went to it. And it's weird because as I'm playing No More Heroes 1, that's how I thought No More Heroes 3 looked. I'm like, oh, wow, this really isn't that different. It's pretty different. The fidelity is significantly upgraded. But it's the memory I had of it was like, oh, this is exactly the same.
Shit.
And he's got tighter pants in 3 versus 1. He's got like wide-legged, almost bell bottoms.
I do think it's funny because 3 starts with him in a neck brace, and it's never explained. And then when he transforms into like his normal attire, it's just gone. It's never commented on or anything. He just walks out and he's in like his pajamas and he's all disheveled and shit, and he doesn't have his sunglasses on. Like, you don't even fully realize at first that it's supposed to be Travis until he talks, and then you're like, oh, okay.
Nice.
But he just randomly has this fucking neck brace on, and then no one says anything about it, and it's never commented on, it's never pointed out. Alright, we're just gonna bail.
Maybe he was trying to S his own D.
With Travis, very possible.
That's what I was thinking. I feel like it's really on brand. Get him that crit. Get him the crit, dude.
You know what? We're having kind of a weird run, so we're just gonna...
I haven't really... I don't know
Fuck
if
it.
maybe I just missed you using them, but what do the hexes do?
So they all have different properties. I've used some of them. Like that's gonna take a quarter of their health. That takes health and gives it back to you, weakens them. There's also others that you can use to like warp, to blind them or petrify them like I did. Like basically a lot of the stuff that I was doing with the spells.
Oh, okay.
And then this person's always down here. And then it's like, okay, bye. And the game tells you, okay, so fighting the final boss. And there's a big tube, you see. There's a great big tube.
It's a great
right
big
here.
tube.
It's a great big tube, and the great big tube opens up for the great big tube. And then you got to fight this thing.
Holy.
And when you use the hexes, you just throw them.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And then when you want to use a serum on something, you just go, fuck you. And then you go, fuck you. And then you go, fuck you. And then you go, weaken you. And then you go, boom. Boom. Bang. Actually, I need to heal.
Probably a good idea.
Throw.
Oh, he doesn't even have a name. He's just question marks. Oh, ow. That's a lot of damage. Shit, you out of ammo, son. What's the fusel?
I have no idea what kind of gun that is, because they all look like that with the brown. This fucking thing also turned this into another... God damn it. I don't know how or why it does that, but for whatever reason, when you take guns to this boss, it turns them into like a fucking one square instead of really far.
Oh. Maybe that's a power of his.
I think so. It's just annoying because I had like a really good gun when he did that too, and it made it dog shit.
Oops.
Which I guess is like the point.
Yeah, I think that's probably like
The point.
his whole, kind of his whole MO, you know? It's kind of his thing, you know?
No. Stupid cat. Don't do that.
Don't do it, you little
Don't
cat.
do it, Cleo.
Don't hang up. No, no, I want you
that's kinda
better there. Don't hang up. No, no.
We will use a spell.
Detonation?
Yeah, why not? Get rid of all these guys that are in my way.
Oh, shit, dude. Oh, you're confused, though.
God damn it. You know what? Know what? Heck.
He's close.
Hey, stop that! Cleo, come on.
Come on.
She's smacking the mic around into my fucking face.
Just smacking it on his face.
Smack it into my goddamn face.
Just like...
Anyway, let's end this.
Oh, dude, Feral Strike.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Feral Strike.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, shit, dude.
That didn't do it?
Oh, and he took health from you.
Yeah, he's been doing that. All right. There was another one in
Dude,
here.
Sporulation.
Brr.
Slashing Strikes.
What was the one? The Venom Strike. Yeah, okay, here we go. This is it. This should do it. Hopefully, maybe. Probably. Nope.
He is poisoned, though.
Yeah, he's at least poisoned. Usually doesn't last as long. It's because I don't have any ammo. Oh, he's dead.
There it is.
There he goes. Now he's down. Bye-bye. Good for you.
He did it.
He's
down.
He's pretty not there no more, you know what I mean?
He ain't gonna go
He's
very far now.
sleeping with the fishies, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we put some 10-pound bags of plaster of Paris on his feet and just let him sink to the bottom of the river, if you know what I'm saying. You know?
So this is the 20th floor. You get this, and then you break this thing. And it's like, there we go. We beat the game. Oh my god.
Nice.
We totally escaped. This is legitimate.
Look at the nice, pretty little city.
This is definitely the end of the game.
Uh-oh.
The House of Necrosis.
You're setting this up for a post-credits.
Yep. As it turns out, no, that's not the real ending. There's like other floors you gotta beat. And then after you beat those floors, you walk in a circle. And then there's other things that open up. There's like, from what I understand, there's a way harder floor thing that I gotta beat, where it's like no pauses. It's 15 straight floors, and it's all randomized, obviously, but like instead of there being like themes where like certain enemies that only appear, it's completely random which enemies show up. And the floors themselves can have variables that make it harder. Like, good example is one that stopped a really good run I was on. You enter and everything, including you, has 1 HP. So you can one-shot everything, but everything can one-shot you. So you got to be real fucking careful, and I misstepped and died. But as far as a normal run of House of Necrosis, that's it.
That's it.
That's it.
He did it.
That's it. We did it. We did it. We did it, Joe. We did it. This is crazy. How often do we do like 2 games that we actually beat? We barely do 1 game that we beat, let alone 2.
Did we beat Daytona?
I mean,
We just
No, but
Yeah.
we got better at it.
we did improve.
That's something.
That's is good.
If you take home one thing from today, it's the words. Okay, bye.